Hey guys, it's Christina and welcome to our Bachelorette panel. We have a very special guest today, comedian and host of the You Up podcast, Jared Freid. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for having me.
Of course. Well, thank you for being
Such
here.
a pleasure. Let's talk about this episode. We have such a great season going on. Not boring at all.
No, and of course, I gotta
no
give
one's
a shout.
bored.
No one's bored at all.
Got so much personality. Let's talk about her. Can't wait.
Let's talk all about it.
Becca, oh my God. Stop being so funny. Stop entertaining us, Becca. Stop crying. Did you get dumped by Ari? Yeah, let's talk about it.
We're going to talk about it. And also, of course, Jamie
Did you know she got proposed to?
I did.
Oh, okay.
No.
Sorry. I didn't know if that was mentioned 1,000 times.
I know. Jamie, how you doing?
I'm good.
Good, good. So, yes, we have a lot to unravel from last night's episode. And, of course, we want to hear from you guys, so please send us in your questions and your comments. So, we take it that you are not a Becca fan.
I'm done. I'm done. She's
but you're
boring.
not a Bachelorette fan.
I love the franchise. I'm a fan of all the shows. I like a little bit of reality in my reality TV. I think there's less reality in The Bachelorette than there is in The Bachelor. I don't see a bunch of 25-year-old dudes getting 100,000 Instagram followers and then all of a sudden saying, I'm ready to commit. So I just don't see the reality in that. But I love the show. I love the franchise. I want it to be entertaining. We're sitting with a pity choice as The Bachelorette. She's the pity pick. We're only here because we felt bad about what happened with Ari, and now we're stuck with a girl who can't stop. Get over it. Get over it. You're on a show. You don't have to work another day in your life. Get over it.
True. That is true.
Yeah.
Who would you have wanted to see as the Bachelorette?
I mean, Tia was a refreshing
Yeah.
thing last week, and
Right.
Tia, you could tell she was pissed she wasn't that. You could tell last week she came on being like, this could have been me. This should have been me.
It would have been Tia, but then
Absolutely.
the breakup happened.
Yeah.
They were like, SOS.
Yeah, so I mean, and also we were given the gift of last season's ending for The Bachelor. Like that was so much fun. It became a national story. We're happy that happened. But now we're stuck in Becca land where she, we're on a camel in Vegas for some unknown reason. Why are we on a camel, ABC? Why a camel? There's a million things to do in Vegas. You're gonna go on a camel hot tub jacuzzi date? That was the decision? What producer was behind that? Elon, come on, man.
Why would you go in a hot tub in the middle of the desert? It
sounds
so
awful.
hot.
I was just in Vegas last week. It's 114 degrees. If they had put me in that jacuzzi, I would have been passed out. I would have been sitting there going, give me a water. I don't need champagne right now.
Amazing, amazing. All right, let's get to our Bachelor buzzwords because we have a lot to get to. Mine is Viva Las Vegas because, like you said, there's no better place to fall in love than Las Vegas.
Why did she say that, too? She kept going, if you're going to go anywhere, you're going to go to Vegas. No, that's not where I go to fall in love. She kept saying that in the beginning. She's like, and she kept reiterating, this is where you fall in love. It was like Vegas was like, listen, we got to get people to come here and fall in love. And it's like, no, this isn't where you go. You go there to have regrets. Becca, this is where you should have been after Ari.
That is true.
Also, next week they go to Richmond, Virginia. And
Right,
like,
yes.
Why do they react? I'm so sick of them reacting to town. They do this every season.
Yep.
They will say any town, and they'll be like, Buffalo, Buffalo! And then we're like, oh yeah, I guess I want to go to Buffalo, New York. I don't know.
Got
sure.
no choice.
Yeah. Dream.
And you, as the viewer, kind of sit there like, yeah. Oh wait, why am I cheering?
Why am I cheering?
Why am I cheering for Schenectady?
All right, Jared, what was your buzzword?
My buzzword was uncomfortable. This whole episode had discomfort after discomfort after discomfort. You're on a camel. I can't imagine being Colton's crotch. And then we got the guys writing love songs in front of we have writing love songs in front of Wayne Newton. Wayne Newton, who's going, I don't know about that one. Like, yeah, what did you expect? And then they all like go off in their separate. You know that it was so funny to watch them all go off to their separate little writing spots. And it's like, and then Wayne checking in like it was like it was your elementary school and your teacher was like, okay, now go work on your own.
Him singing to his wife was weirdly
so
uncomfortable.
That was very uncomfortable. So discomfort after discomfort. It was very uncomfortable the whole episode. I mean, you have Jordan versus David, which was another uncomfortable thing. And then Jordan going on a date and him being revealed as being exactly who we thought he was. Just a guy who was into himself himself and had nothing else to talk about but himself. And then we get to the end and Chris is a crazy person. You know, this is all uncomfortable. But I mean, if anything, this was the most entertaining episode that we've had to date, except for the opening episode, which is always great. But at least this had, you know, the discomfort, it served to some entertaining moments.
That's true. That is true. Jamie, Woodward says, hola. Guys, please send us your questions and your comments. Keep
what up, Woodward?
What up?
My buzzwords are give me attention. Everyone's really needy, looking for their time in the spotlight. Like, I just don't, these guys just need too much attention.
Yeah, it's way too much.
They'll do anything.
Yeah, I mean, you know, this is when you know you're going out, you got to get those Instagram followers. You got to go to the well. You got to pick up as many as you can at the lake. I mean, Chris is begging at this point.
You got to make a living.
You got to.
If you want to hawk stuff on Instagram, you need to put out.
You do.
You can't.
And that's what they're doing.
Come to you.
No.
You have to go to
work for it.
Good thing David's a venture capitalist at 25, aka rich parents. So he'll be okay.
He'll be okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to our cringeworthy moments.
25-year-old venture capitalist. Get the hell out of here.
It is so true.
Oh, you invest in small companies and see how they do? Oh, really? Okay.
All right, mine goes to Chris because, like we said before, he was just super needy, and things got a little awkward when Becca didn't give him enough attention. So take a look at this.
So incredible.
Thank you. I'm just trying to breathe right now.
Wait, honestly, I think you owe me like 50,000 kisses right now.
Why?
Because, wait, first off,
I owe you.
Hold on.
What?
Like, can we just talk about something real quick?
She's like, really?
She was not into that at all.
Not into
And
it.
I don't mean to get political, but during these times of Me Too and the movements going on, any guy saying you owe me a few kisses, it just sounds so uncomfortable. Oh, you know where you been? You owe me. It's like, dude, you won a singing competition where you went off stage, and that's you had a little bit of personality. And so what? Oh, I owe you now? Oh, I'd love to hook up with this dude.
I know,
He's
seriously.
really misogynistic.
Oh, 100%.
He's also, it kept reminding me of when Ari and Becca broke up, and Becca was like, I just want to be alone, and Ari's like, right, but just one more time,
Just
like,
one-
we're
yeah.
over.
Yeah,
And she was like, please walk away, and he was like, yeah, just like 2 more minutes.
2 more minutes.
Wills.
Yeah, much like me talking over everyone here. This is a very guy moment. This is like just like Ari not leaving. You know, that's a guy thing. You want to wrap everything up and get it done and put a bow on it and be like, the breakup happened. We're done. There's nothing else to talk about. This guy, you know, Chris is going, I won the competition. It's very male.
Yeah.
I win. I deserve you to come to me. I am man. I win.
Oh, God,
I will hunt. I will deserve. So, and that's not to say it's right. It's just very much within. I can see it as a guy. I'm like, yeah, I get where he's coming from, but dude, take a look in the mirror and talk with that first before you go telling a woman, you owe me like 50,000 kisses?
Well, it's true.
That's a lot.
It's a lot of kisses. That's
Imagine hooking up with this guy. Can you imagine?
No,
He's like,
absolutely
I think you owe me. You know, it's like, oh, okay, Chris.
He's not attractive either.
He's not attractive
In
at
my
all. I
opinion.
can't believe that she kept him around. Well, I know why they kept him around.
I tweeted out earlier this season, Chris stays here in spite of his face. And I've thought that every episode. And then one person DM me, you kind of look like Chris. And I was like, oh, I'm horrified for the rest of my life.
You don't.
Oh, I almost, jumped out of a window. Like I was like, oh my God, the rat face guy? Come on.
Kanisha says, awesome video. Thank you, Kanisha.
Love you, Kanish.
All right, Jared, what was your cringeworthy moment?
My cringeworthy moment was Wayne Newton's wife. Okay, can I explain? I'll explain after. But Wayne Newton's wife stopping him from singing to her. This is Wayne Newton. She's like, shut up, Wayne. Okay, let's see.
It's daylight and dark.
He does.
Dark as shame, darling, dark as shame. Thank you for all the joy and pain. You see what I'm talking about? It takes on a totally different life. Now,
She's like, I never need to hear that again.
She's like, how the hell did we end up on The Bachelorette?
He got to Donk, and she was like, okay, I gotta kiss him to shut this guy up. He's always,
Stop it.
but it was
Always singing.
What made it more uncomfortable was that he spent about 5 minutes prior to this going, listen, you sing a song, it's okay. but you sing it to your woman, and you feel it, and he's like almost in tears, and you're like, look at Wayne Newton is the man. What a heartbreaker. And then his wife is like, I've heard this 1,000 times. Just shut up. And
shut up.
Makes out with him.
Shower every day too.
I'm sure. He's just sings that one song on repeat over and over and over again.
It changes the whole song. You sing it to a woman. Just him talking about singing it to a woman, then you're like, oh, and then his wife, who's like 80 years younger, pops out, and you're like, okay, what's going on here?
She's like, when did this come out?
Right, yeah. She's like, I wasn't even born. Sarah says Wayne's face, though.
Wayne's face. I mean, everyone's. We can't get into plastic surgery on here. I mean, I guess I can talk about a dude going too far.
A little far.
He had one eye in both directions. I didn't know which way he was looking all the time. Yeah, Wayne's face, it looked like a pool float. I thought I was going to see an Instagram model on top of it with some Fit Tea in her hand.
I love how he came in on the horse, though. Had to make his grand.
He was cute.
Obviously.
He was really a cute old man who dyes his hair jet black. It was nice, and I hadn't seen him since Vegas Vacation, the movie.
That's true. That is true. I really haven't, actually.
Right?
I honestly didn't know who he was. I was like, who? And then he started singing. I was like, oh, dude.
You sing it to a woman, it changes the whole song. And I was like, oh, I guess she's going to melt now. She's like, shut up, Wayne, all the time.
Yeah, Ann says his wife knew he was embarrassing himself.
Yeah, the wife had to have. I mean, she's seen this act.
Oh, 1,000,000
times. You know, every restaurant, the waiter comes over. You guys need water? You sing it to a woman. Let me tell you, you sing to a woman. Changes. Yeah, but do you want tap or still? Do you want bubbly? I don't know.
Also, like the people who come and perform on the show are no-name country stars.
Yes.
So what did Wayne Newton need that he had to come
Nothing.
on the show?
I
He
think
was bored one day.
Wayne Newton, I think the only thing he needs is you to come to his house.
Yeah, I know.
Because that was the thing in Vegas Vacation.
Right,
They're at his house, and in this, they're at his house.
He doesn't leave.
He's always touring that thing. You could tell he wants it to be the Graceland of some sort, and it's like, we're not buying it.
No, not going to go there. All right, Jane, what about you?
Mine is 2 parts, but it starts with the date between Colton and Becca. And that's all go. And then
Camel date.
Camel date.
I feel like we've left the whole Tia situation in the past. We're moving on. I think the hardest conversation that I'm going to have with her is going to be when it comes to personal relationships. And I haven't taken a lot of risks. I don't have the experience. So for me, it's very attractive to have the opportunity to spend the moments with her and get to know her.
A little on the nose.
He's just talking about, he's like, I just open up to Becca about past relationships, and they're like, Virgin River.
That is really funny.
What producer went on Birthright, and then all of a sudden they were like, we got to do a camel date at some point.
True, it's true.
It is true.
Goes to Israel once, everything's a camel date.
And then I think, do we have a B-roll for my next part? I don't think so. So I'll just continue on.
Yes.
Colton talking about his ex that didn't love him back is Aly Raisman.
It's got to be.
It's so uncomfortable that no one will address it. They were like, yeah, Tia and I hooked up once. We made out like a month before the show started. But he dated Aly Raisman.
And he said it was last year.
It's interesting that I knew about the Aly Raisman thing because as a Needhamite myself from Needham, Mass, I know 2 celebrities from the same town.
Shrines from both.
Both of our shrines, our statues are next to each other at the high school. Go Rockets. I knew about the Aly Raisman thing, and I didn't realize till you said it, like, this is who he's referencing.
Yeah.
It's it only makes me want Aly more. To know that she didn't want Colton.
No, but like I've written about them before. We've covered them in the magazine. There's cute pictures, and like she was so in. So I'm really surprised she didn't love him back.
Shows you Instagram is different than reality.
Very true. Ann says, love Colton. That kiss, oh my.
See, I don't trust Colton. I'm like,
I don't trust him either. Well,
you don't trust Colton?
No.
I don't trust that Colton is gonna lose his virginity and then go, yeah, this is it for me.
Right.
Like, I don't think
that's true. I don't believe that either.
I think he's a born again.
Oh, is that what it is?
I could be wrong.
So you can call yourself a virgin?
I guess
yeah,
so.
Sean Lowe did that. Sean Lowe was a born again. He had lost his virginity, then was born again.
Oh, if this is the case, come on!
That's how it works.
He's selling snake oil on this thing. Are you kidding me?
I could be wrong. Colton could be a real virgin.
I think you're right.
But I assume he's a born again like Sean Lowe. I could be wrong, so don't hold me to it. But that's all I'm saying.
I just don't. I mean, you can't call yourself a virgin at that point.
Right. You're born again virgin.
Yeah, born again. I want like a re-virgin. Yeah, like this is crazy because he's selling this.
Yeah,
he's selling the goods because you know you got to win with the audience at home, and he's Mr. Good Guy with the he helps kids, and I'm
sure. Yeah, I'm sorry, you don't go on The Bachelorette and be like, oh yeah, like I used to hook up with your friend. Like,
because he thought that Tia was going to be the Bachelorette.
Yeah, exactly. But even then, it's shady.
Right. The only thing that redeems him is this season they made a calculated change from servicemen to former pro athletes.
Yes,
they were like, we need servicemen but with money. Who would that be? Who is the body of a serviceman but with the money of not a serviceman? They were like, oh, we're going with former pro athletes.
I feel like Clay doesn't have much money. He was like 8th string.
Whatever it is, he got he was drafted. He got more out of college than Chris did. We know that.
That's true.
So I just say, it just seems like the Colton thing, now that I'm hearing the Born Again, I don't buy it.
It's shady.
It's shady. I just think he's going to have sex once and it's going to be he'll re-Ari this. He'll be a Born Again. He'll be a born-again Tinder user.
100%. All right, let's move on to our best line. Mine goes to Jordan. I think we all had best lines from Jordan.
Yeah.
So mine was during their one-on-one date during dinner. So take a look at that.
I got a million different things I can do with my face. Like, I could probably, I could probably move every part of my face. And the slightest differences make me look totally different. I wish we could get my portfolio out.
There you go. Jordan can do a million things with his face.
And he only works out on weekends.
Yeah.
It's just, all he did was it's the Maya Angelou quote, right? I always quote Maya Angelou.
Hit us, please.
Reveal, people will reveal, what's the quote? They'll reveal, people will tell you who they are. Let them. That, whatever that quote is. Someone on the Facebook can comment with the real quote. But I just, David spends so much effort trying to get rid of Jordan when this guy just got rid of himself in 5 minutes. I have my quote. We can play mine now because mine relates to this completely. Mine is another Jordan quote, my best line.
I really do want to get to learn more about you and make a connection, so.
Well, ask away. I'm an open book. What do you want to know?
So I want to know, what's a weekend look like for you, typically?
A weekend for me?
Yeah, what's a weekend?
It depends, honestly.
Yeah, me too.
This line is so perfect because we're so late in the game. And she finally gets rid of David. She's like, let's get over this. I'm done with David. And then he tries to re-bring it up because it's all he knows how to do there. And then she goes, well, tell me about yourself. Let's talk. Let's learn about each other. There are guys literally saying, I'm falling in love with you, Becca. And he's going, what do you like to do on weekends?
But my favorite thing was she's like, I like to switch it up. And he's like, me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
He does
I like to switch faces and then go to the gym. And then how much, can you imagine how much how high his disappointment was when she was like, I go to church and then I go out with my girls. And he's like, oh my God. We couldn't be more different.
Right, yeah.
And then I go home. And I go back to the gym. It's a sad way to live.
It is. Debbie says Jordan and his face. Oh my God.
Yeah, the face. To take so much pride in being able to make different facial expressions. I guess that's what being a model is. At a certain point.
He said it's hard.
It is. It's hard work.
It's got to be hard. I mean, you have to be in touch with what you're doing. Like when someone says, "Look happy, look sad." I think a baby could do it, but whatever. So listen, good for you, Jordan. The thing is with the Jordan David thing, this is a very Bachelorette thing, where this whole shtick, it's a towel that gets wrung out.
Yeah.
I think we were done with it. I know we all have Jordan quotes, but we're gonna move on to Chris being our resident crazy.
100%.
For the next episodes.
He's gonna fall to the waist next episode, and then he's gonna go home. You're gonna forget about him.
But that might be the case. But I'm saying, I was done with Jordan and David. There was nothing left to be said. No. David wanted Jordan gone for whatever reason, and Jordan just sat there saying ridiculous things, and David would just report those ridiculous things. It was one of those things I was like, okay. And I also, at the end of this date, I didn't even realize she sent him home.
Yes. Oh, no, yeah, Jordan.
Yeah, it kind of sounded like she was like, I guess I'll see you later tonight.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, Anne says the kiss was so awkward. I forgot that they
so
kissed.
bad.
That was really uncomfortable.
Yeah, I don't know. And he is a good-looking dude. Like, you know, he's
I
gonna.
don't think he is.
No.
Yeah.
This is what happens. There's too much FaceTime
There
for
is
certain
way
people.
too much FaceTime,
Like,
yeah.
like with women especially, like they learn the personality. Like, oh no.
Yeah, no.
Can't do
As soon as he
this.
opened his mouth.
Looks like a knockoff Robbie.
100%.
Like,
That's
bootleg.
interesting. And they're from similar areas, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
I
like
think
the
so.
bootleg copy that you bought on the street.
Right, exactly. Jamie, what was your best line?
Mine is just the ending of Jordan's evening, and it's him talking about his best attributes.
Because I do feel unique. I'm smart, you know, I do have a look. I can speak, I can walk, I'm fit, I mean, like, I wish I knew what she didn't like about me. I mean, I really can treat someone right and light up their world. But tomorrow I wake up alone, just like I always do.
Oh.
Sad day for Jordan.
Sad
He has so
day.
much going
He only
for
has
him.
50,000 DMs.
Right, yeah, totally. And he's probably going to paradise.
Yeah,
So.
All those Tinder matches he's always talking
Oh,
about.
yeah, it's 4,000
He's
Tinder
fine.
matches.
He
Yeah.
Tough for me to feel bad for
He
him.
probably has Raya now.
I'm sure. He's
fine.
well on
He'll
his
be
way.
Okay.
I just love that he just announced the resume for modeling.
Right.
I can speak and I can walk at the same time.
He actually didn't say he could do it at the same time.
No, he
so
didn't. He's
Don't come
too much.
maybe he's
Too
not.
much.
He's not a supermodel.
No.
I'm sorry. He's just a regular model.
All right, let's hand out some roses. We have a lot of people commenting that they are all rooting for Blake. He seems to be a front runner, so we'll see. All right, my rose.
Blake is likable.
I don't know what
I like.
Blake is he was the horse guy, wasn't he? The horse
Smash
guy?
the TVs. Isn't
Yeah,
that
he
who
smashed
it
the
is?
TV.
You know,
Yeah,
like,
okay.
Yeah,
you know,
he's cute.
he's fine. How old is would Jared ever go on the show? I'd have to
probably.
lose about 50 pounds, and then I can go on the show. So if you know any trainers out there that can get me in shape, because I'm a fine-looking guy. Like, listen, I'm fine-looking, but next to those guys, it'd be like a funhouse mirror. You know, me next to Jordan. Jordan's probably 5'1", 130.
Yeah.
And I'd be like
he's
next to him,
tiny.
be like, I don't know why I'm here. Blake, I like Blake. Blake, Colton, Garrett. They all look like the same person
They
to
do.
me.
Yeah.
They're
They're
the
same
same
person.
look.
Yeah.
They're the same
There's
swoop
another guy
over
that looks
hair.
like just
There's
like
another
Connor.
one. Connor.
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Connor follows me on Instagram. Shout out Connor. And I like Dave. David, we've trashed him enough. And I
Right.
like David too. He seems like a nice guy. But those all seem like the same.
The same person.
It's a derivative of the same human. These are all. They were like, oh, this is Becca's type.
Yeah.
Clump them together. They need name tags.
Yes,
They do
they,
need name
they
tags.
do need name tags. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, so some roses. Mine goes to Wayne Newton because clearly he's living his best life.
He is.
He really
Good for
is.
Wayne.
I did love Wayne.
Yeah, he is enjoying. Look at him! Look at him!
Waving from the
He is
horse.
having so much fun right now.
Wayne reminded me like of a grandparent when he was touring the house.
Yeah.
Like nothing in his house had changed in
Right.
30 years.
Can we talk
Like
about
it's
pillars
too
in the
clean.
backyard?
I know.
Yeah, pillars in the backyard. He's
Unbelievable.
living his life like a Greek royal.
He really
crazy.
is. Mine. I also gave one to Will's. The way that he handled Chris. Told him, to,
Unbelievable.
I appreciated that. I was watching
Yeah.
it this morning while I was getting ready, and I was like, oh no,
Yeah.
oh no,
Yeah.
oh no. And
But-
then I was like, good for Wills for holding his ground. Most people
You
don't.
know what? Will's also, in his handling of it, outed Chris as the worst type of human.
Yes.
Totally.
Because Chris is the type that will go, this is the worst person you'll ever deal with, is when you go, yeah, man, I kind of disagree. And he goes, whoa, 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 whoa. Don't get crazy. Relax. And you're like, I am relaxed. No, you got to relax, man. Because he did a lot of that shit.
He did.
Or stuff after the fact. He did all that stuff where he was like, and you're like, oh, Wills.
Right.
You baited the beast. Because Wills was like, I'll give you 2 minutes.
Sure.
I'm going to walk away. Came back
Very nice.
and he's like, you can't give me more. It's like, dude, I mean, you look bad.
Right.
You look, he did you the favor, and now he's back. And Wills even said, he's like, I am proud of myself for how I handled it.
Sure,
and
he did.
But
He
you could
handled it
see
really
Wills
well.
is a no drama guy.
I love
Even
Wills.
he walked
Yeah.
away from even when they were fighting, he pulled himself out of that fight.
Totally.
The only thing I don't like about Wills is, and I don't think he'll win, is because the only thing he talks about with Becca is being a nerd.
Yeah.
Like, if I hear them talk about being a nerd one more time, we get it. You guys like Harry Potter, okay? It's not that nerdy anymore. A billion people like Harry Potter. Okay? It did $1 billion at the box office. You're not so weird.
It's true.
Yes, it's true.
Point.
Yeah, Ann says, need your portfolio, Jared. Yes, that was a great moment. Who's your rose going to?
My rose is going to Venmo John.
Mine too.
Yes.
We gotta get more. Venmo John, this guy, this shows you how women pick the wrong guy at every turn.
Why would you not pick
Why
him?
would you not
You
pick him?
need EP in your choice. Earning potential. Okay? Why would you sign up for Chris the salesman?
When you can
you're
have that.
choosing Chris the salesman over Venmo John,
You don't know what he
10 mil
sells.
in the bank. I don't care what he sells. This guy we're in a new world. There's nothing left to sell. This guy's doing code. That's how you make money now. Venmo John, I'll marry you, Venmo John. Please, I'm straight. I'll change my whole life for you. Venmo John, we're watching this guy, and listen, I think, and I don't mean to get racial, I know we're on Us Weekly, but I think he went the farthest that any Asian American has gone on this show.
True.
Asian men don't do well on this show. It's just the reality of it. They don't go very far.
Right.
He went as far as they've gone in the history of the show, and it's like, Venmo John, such a nice guy. He seemed cool. He had a secret handshake with
he
Colton.
did yes, I know. No, I noticed that.
Yeah, it's like, dude, it wasn't with Colton.
Garrett. It was with Garrett.
And it's like, there are, in the Bachelorette franchise, there's always the glue guys.
Yeah.
Glue guys, glue girls. These are the house people that people like, the producers like.
Yes.
You can tell Leo is that, because Leo doesn't say anything, but he keeps moving along.
Right. Which is so bizarre.
It's bizarre.
Yeah.
John, when he does the handshake, I was like, Venmo John's the man.
Yeah, seriously.
And it's
that
like,
was a
if
big
I'm
mistake.
Becca, put it away.
Right.
And live a life of leisure. Move to San Fran.
You could be like Wayne Newton.
Yes, you can ride the horse with your Grecian pillars.
On top of it all, Venmo's the best app ever. You know who's hooking up with who, who's hanging out with who.
You get to use fun emojis for what you spend money on.
It's the best app.
It is, yeah. Debbie is asking, so if it's down to Blake or Colton, which one? I'm going with Blake.
I don't trust Colton.
Yeah, you always go with the guy who's not a virgin.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm going to go with the guy who's laid pipe. Yeah, I'm going to go with that one. Because no, but I don't think I think Garrett.
Yeah.
I actually think, I know we don't like Garrett. A lot of people don't like him because of his his online personality. But it seems as though she likes the doofy outdoorsman type, and he fits everything that he's been talking about. Or that she's been talking about.
Doofy's a great word.
Yeah.
He's doofy. Yeah. Like, I don't know.
It's the best way to explain it.
Like, I don't. You don't have to like someone to just tell you what the ending's gonna be.
Right.
Listen, we all have an uncle we can't stand online.
True.
Someone's married to him.
It's true. Jamie, what about you?
In addition to Venmo John, I just wrote Venmo Guy. I
Yeah.
didn't know his name was John.
Well, that's why I didn't do so well. Venmo Guy.
Venmo Guy. Jordan, because I love Jordan. I love his one-liners. I feel like we're really going to be lacking some gold.
Yes.
Now that he's gone, just the guard light will be a little dimmer. And Will's romper on that group date was fantastic. I'm giving my rose to him.
I'm so jealous of Will's body to pull it off. That's the other thing. Even Wayne Newton knew.
Yeah.
Wayne gave him a compliment on the outfit. This guy's killing it.
Killing it.
Such a nerd. He could fit into a romper without ever.
Not only is it a romper, it's a floral romper.
It is a
floral
floral
romper. It
romper.
takes a lot of confidence.
It does.
All those
I'd wear
nerds I went to high school with in rompers and cool rompers.
Takes a lot.
So awkward, Wills. How'd you get through high school with all those muscles? I'm sick of all these cool nerds. You're not a nerd.
It's like in 21 Drum Street, the nerds are cool.
Liz is asking, would you wear that?
Would I wear it? Yeah, it depends. I have sweatpant overalls that I wear sometimes.
Oh, there you go.
And they're pretty close to rompers.
Yeah.
The great fantastic.co on Instagram if you want to
Nice.
check them out. So I would wear it, yeah. I'd throw them on. It'd be tough to go to the bathroom. I don't know how you guys do it.
You gotta get naked.
Yeah, you gotta get naked.
Gotta get totally naked.
Gotta get naked.
See, this is where I might have an issue because public bathrooms. We're gonna hang it up or something. What am I gonna do? Like,
It's true.
You'd have to go in the stall.
well, one time I used to take my shirt off to go to the bathroom, and one time I took my shirt. I just was like, I want to get comfortable, and I took my shirt off to go to the bathroom, and then and then someone's writing, Jared, you need a romper. I'll wear it next time I'm on the show if they ever have me back after this disaster. I took my shirt off to go to the bathroom, and and then you just the weirdest because then if your pants are down, now you're naked.
Yeah.
Yeah, and people like look through the. Right. Why do people look through the cracks?
It's weird.
It is weird.
Why don't you push? Just touch the door. That's all you have to do. Touch the door. This is now we're changing this show to bathroom etiquette.
Look under to see if there's
yeah. These people that look through, they gotta look at you and they, do you not? Have you never done this?
You just
Who parented you?
All right, let's move on to our pack your bags. Jamie and I, we both agreed. Chris, David, I threw in Jordan as well.
No, I'm saving Jordan.
You're saving
Bless
Jordan,
his soul.
but
Chris, David, Jordan. Okay, yeah. So I mean,
two of them are gone. I just can't believe that she kept Chris around because he just seems like an awful human being.
He seems like a sociopath.
Yeah, he does. But the other two are gone, so we can move
Chris
on.
is the rightful heir to the crazy throne on this show.
Exactly. We do need crazy around until like hometown.
This is what happens though. This is what happens. There's the crazy the Jordan David combo that's like in the beginning.
The 2-on-1.
Yeah, the 2-on-1, and that happens in every season, guy or girl.
Yep, that's
and
true.
then there's the understated crazy.
Who comes out.
Who comes out
waiting
and
for the
Chris
last moment.
Chris is enough of a sociopath to sit around and be like, yeah, I'm good looking enough to not say anything yet.
Right.
She's gonna want me. That's how confident he is.
Yep.
David and Jordan have a normal amount of non-confidence that they had to scream out. You know, Chris just waiting there. You could tell Chris is a crazy person because he won that event, the singing event, and then he was like, I guess I just sit here and wait for her to come to me. You're on a show that's literally 20 dudes dating one girl.
Right. Can't just wait around for it to happen.
That's like, are you insane? I'm telling you, a sociopath.
Yeah, he is. All right.
Pack your bags. I gotta go with Becca. Becca, you stink. You're boring.
No.
She's boring. She dresses horribly. Can we talk about what she wears?
Well, she doesn't
Who's
style.
dressing her?
She doesn't style herself.
I mean, who's doing this? They're going to lose their job this season. Am I right? I'm no fashionista myself. Ladies?
I thought Rachel dressed a little bit better.
Yeah.
But
well,
I mean,
the king of dressing was JoJo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, JoJo's
she was killing it.
Yeah.
JoJo could
Becca was great.
A sack and be like, wow, JoJo looks great.
I know. That's it. She wore those sweaters, and it's like I just need a sweater to hug. But the Becca, it's too much about Ari. You know, we all have that friend that dated someone and they bring up that person they dated like
12 years later.
12 years later, and you're like, are you still talking about this?
I think I'm
like, what
friend.
What's that?
I might be that friend.
Are you really? This is everyone has that friend where it's like and she's like, and remember Ari? And it's like, Ari is remarried 3 times over. Also, she's lucky to not be with Ari.
Right,
Can we stop giving her a pity? Did you see the pictures with Lauren? They look like 2 coffee tables hanging out. They're not. She lucked out. Why are we sitting here? She got a second career.
Yeah,
okay, so stop crying. And then she goes, and I don't know how I'll go on. And it's like, you have 20 new dudes.
Yeah.
Like, get over it. And someone wrote back to me, they're like, well, she was engaged. Yeah, for 5 minutes.
It was a month.
Yeah,
one whole month.
After knowing him for a month.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you dated the guy 2 months.
Yeah.
Listen, I'll double it. You dated 4 months.
I'll double it. Ann says you guys are so right on, too funny.
Thank you, Mom.
Thank you.
Is that your
My mom wrote in. Yeah. She
right
always writes. She's always so supportive. It's crazy.
And then Jamie, we agreed. Chris and David.
Yeah, Chris and David. You know, David, I really liked him going into it. Thought the chicken was cute. Thought he was cute. I was like, I could see it. Whatever. He is just like really freaking annoying.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He was really annoying.
I'm a big David guy. Like I like David a lot. Like Jewish dude.
Yeah, like I can see
from
like,
suburbs of a city. Like I'm cool.
Cherry Hill.
We're cool. We're cool. But I will say, there's a thing for women that I've noticed that. You guys ever see Rocky 3? This is gonna be a tough.
No.
This is gonna be a tough one for me to get across. But there's a scene in Rocky 3 where Drago gets hit and he's bleeding, and they're like, he's cut. He's cut. The Russian's cut. And David getting that bloody eye. Yeah. Women are like, ugh. Immediately he became mortal. Yeah. You know, like he's not. You know. And then all of a sudden you're like, is he 5'2"? You know, like he went from like hot chicken suit guy to like, oh my god, look what he's wearing.
Right.
You know,
He
like
got so annoying. annoying. I was like, shut
Yeah,
up.
Too much.
Shut up.
But
Shut
he
up.
also knew, like, we have to, the economy of this. You can't ignore the economy of the show.
Right.
He knows that, okay, I'm not winning. I'm not going to, you know, Cherry Hill, New Jersey guy ain't getting with Montana Becca, wherever the hell she's
Minnesota.
from. Minnesota hunting Becca. So he saw the only opportunity for me to stay here is for me to attack the biggest personality on the show.
It's true.
So he wrang that towel dry, and now he's probably on Paradise.
I'm sure.
And you know, he's probably moving on to, you know, some Instagram celeb for a little bit. He can go to grad school. He's going to pay for grad school with whatever he's going to make from Fit Tea, and then
He's
he's
a venture
good.
capitalist. He's fine. He hasn't
He's been investing in all these small companies.
3 years.
Yeah, 25.
25.
All his money he made on playgrounds when he was 8. He was renting out swing sets to kids. That's how he made his first million.
All right, Samantha says hi from South Africa.
South Africa?
Nice.
Samantha, what time is it there?
Yeah, wait, I was just
Gotta
about
be
to ask
late.
that.
That's what I always, that's the only question I have of people.
What time is it?
What time is
All
it?
right.
It's at least 7 hours ahead.
I think so. All right, real quickly, who do we think is going to win?
Oh,
Based on
Garrett.
where we are right now.
I'm with Garrett.
Garrett looks like her ex Ross.
Does it?
Yeah,
I mean,
who was on last season.
Yeah.
that's the thing with, like, you know, we don't want. See, Debbie's writing, and I think Blake will win. She favors him. Yeah, Blake is gonna get to that fantasy suite. Blake is getting in the money, as we say in the dude business.
To the fantasy suite?
What's that?
What if Colton makes it to the fantasy suite?
I think Blake, Colton,
But Colton's a virgin.
Garrett. Don't 3 make it?
Yeah.
3, yes.
So we got 3 in the money.
Yeah.
And then Connor is a swing guy. Like, I think he could make it in too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like she's not over the trust issues with Tia. But I'm saying if Colton, there's too many C names, makes it to the fantasy
Ashley make it
suite,
to the
does he
fantasy
lose
suite?
his virginity?
If Connor,
Actually,
no.
if Colton is a born again virgin, it's 1817. We don't know your time. Samantha just wrote it's 1817. What year is it? What are you writing from the past? What's 1817? We're Americans. We don't know anything here. 1817. 6:17? Is that what time it is? 6 p.m.?
No, I'm like,
yeah,
She just got back from work. She's hanging. I think if Colton is a reborn virgin as you claim,
or a virgin, plain virgin,
he will re-lose that virginity in half a minute.
Sean Lowe.
There's no question.
Sean Lowe is a born again, but he didn't sleep with anyone in the fantasy suite. In fact,
He said that?
do you not remember
I
Sean
don't.
and Catherine's wedding? It was like the ceremony, and then they would shoot to the honeymoon suite, and you just saw like a bed with flowers. And I was like, we get it. Sean's about to have sex with her.
Yeah. See, this is, I don't know. I think Blake seems like the obvious choice, but I think the internet is so against Garrett because of like all the
what happened
and the surrounding news of it that no one wants to admit that he's actually the perfect match.
Right.
Can we talk about how Lincoln's still there?
I know. Yeah.
Lincoln's still hanging. That's the story no one wants to touch. It is a little weird that she's like Venmo John with no criminal history and $10 million. Sorry, half Asian guy, time to go. And then she's like, everyone else. I got a criminal over there. I got Chris, the rat face. I got the virgin. I'll keep them all. Sorry, hey ladies, maybe you're not making the right decision with your men. I think
maybe that.
Probably that.
Weird ones are gone. Boring. Get it over. Anne says.
Yep. Well, we're what do we have?
10 people are gone. I think
We
there's
still
10
got
left.
Chris. We still got, Becca who stinks.
She's not going anywhere.
She's staying the rest.
Till the end, she'll be there.
Yeah, and then we saw her like randomly crying on a bed. We don't know if she just like saw a picture of a guy with an A first name, and she was like, "Oh, Ari."
It's true. There are no A first names in this.
There aren't. Maybe they did
The
that.
driver's name was Alex, and that kind of sounds like Ari. Oh,
Amazing. Well, Jared, thank you so much for coming by and talking Bachelorette with us.
So much fun. I'll come back anytime.
It was so much fun. Please do. It was a lot of fun. Where can we find you?
Listen, Instagram at Jared Freid on Instagram. I love Instagram. Also, the U Up podcast. That's every Wednesday afternoon. The U Up podcast. It's if you know Betches, the Instagram account. They invited me on to co-host their dating and relationship podcast. So a lot of the stuff I spew here, the nonsense, is from that and the U Up podcast. And it's a fantastic show. Jordana Abraham, who's one of the original Betches, and myself, we co-host it. We take emails from women and men, guy and girl perspective, and give dating advice every week. So the U Up podcast every Wednesday on iTunes, Stitcher, wherever you find podcasts.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Thank
This
you.
was so much fun.
Thanks, James. And make sure to head on over to usmagazine.com for all of your Bachelorette needs. We'll see you guys next week.